Science and everyday life cannot be and should not be separated. Good morning, dear students. With this quote, I welcome you in today's chemistry class. So in the previous classes, we have already studied about what is matter, what is the composition of matter, its properties, and what are the properties of solids, liquids, and gases. Now, in today's class, we'll study about the comparison in the properties of solids, liquids, and gases, and what is the effect of heat on matter, expansion and contraction, along with the examples in our day-to-day life. So, let's begin. So, we'll start with the difference in properties of solids, liquids, and gases. In solids, the molecules are very tightly packed, but whereas in liquids, they are more loosely packed as in compared to solids. Whereas in gases, they are very loosely packed. Since the molecules are very tightly packed, in solids, the intermolecular distance is very less and the intermolecular force is very strong between the molecules of the solids. Whereas in liquids, the intermolecular distance is less as compared to solids. And the intermolecular force is also very weak. Whereas if we talk about gases, then in gases, the intermolecular distance or the intermolecular space is more as compared to liquids and solids. Since the intermolecular space is more, the intermolecular force is also very weak among the molecules of the gases. Solids have a definite shape, whereas liquids, they do not have any definite shape, but they take the shape of the container. Whereas liquid gases, they do not have any definite shape and no definite volume also. They take the shape of the container, and since the intermolecular distance is more and the intermolecular force is also very weak, so they fill the entire volume of the container. Whereas in solids, they have a definite volume and liquids also have a definite volume. Solids cannot flow, whereas liquids flow from a higher level to a lower level. Gases flow in all the directions. The next property is diffusion. Diffusion in solids do not occur, whereas diffusion can occur easily in liquids but at a very slow pace. Whereas in gases, diffusion occurs very easily and within no time, or it takes place very quickly. In the last class, we have already studied about cohesive forces. Now, what is cohesive force? Cohesive forces are the forces of attraction between the molecules of the same substance. Okay, in solids, because the molecules are arranged in fixed positions, so they have very strong cohesive force between them. That is why the solids have a definite shape and a definite volume. Now, in liquids have less cohesive force because the molecules are arranged close to each other, but they have that intermolecular space between them. Okay, so that is why when they are poured from one container to, they can be poured from one container to another container, because the molecules in liquids, they show random motion. They show the Brownian movement. Now, let's revise what is Brownian movement. Brownian movement is the random motion of the molecules in a substance, especially in liquids and gases. In gases, there is very less or negligible cohesive force. That is why the molecules of gases move in all the possible directions, and gases don't have a definite shape or a fixed volume. Now, the next property is compressibility. Solids cannot be compressed because There is very less or no space between the molecules of solids, whereas liquids can be compressed to a certain extent because some free space is available between the molecules as compared to solids. And gases are highly compressible because lot of free space or lot of intermolecular spaces present between the molecules of gases. Now, Brownian movement is negligible in solids. In liquids, visible Brownian movement or motion can be seen, whereas in gases, free and random Brownian motion is observed. Now, before studying the effect of heat on the different states of matter, let us study about what is expansion and contraction. Now, expansion means that on heating, the substance increases their size because the molecules move apart or the molecules expand and becomes loosely arranged. Okay, whereas in contraction, on cooling, the substances decrease in their size. Why? Because the molecules move closer and they become tightly packed. Now, when the substance is heated, then the particles gain energy. Okay, and they start to move apart and spread and they take up the whole space. Whereas on cooling, the particles have less energy, so they move less and they come closer to each other and they occupy the less space. So this is depends. Now the extent to which the substances expand or contract differs for solids, liquids and gases because of the difference in the way the particles are arranged in these different states of matter. Now we'll study the effect of heat on the three states of matter with the help of examples. The expansion and contraction in solids is least. Why? Because in solids, the particles are arranged very close to each other. But on heating, what happens? They gain energy and they move apart. For example, the iron tools. When the iron tools are fitted with the wooden handles, what happens? The iron tools are heated and what happens? They get expand and the ring that is present at the center of those tools, they increase. And as a result of what happens, the wooden handles can be easily fitted or fixed into the ring. Now on cooling, what happens? On cooling, the wooden handles the ring contracts to its original diameter and the wooden handles get firmly fixed to the tool. This can also be understood with the help of an experiment. For this experiment, we need a metal ring and a metal ball. Now, first what we'll do, we'll try to pass the metal ball through the ring. So the metal ball is able to go through the metal ring very easily. Now we're going to heat the metal ball. So after heating the metal ball, the metal expands. And as a result of which what happens, it is not able to pass through the ring. But after some time, when the metal ball cools down, then and if we try to pass it through the metal ring, then it is able to go through the ring. So this shows that the expansion and contraction depends upon the arrangement of the particles. So the expansion and contraction in solids is least. The expansion and contraction in liquids is more than solids but less than gases. Now, we all have seen milk boiling in our homes. So, if the burner is not turned off, the milk continuously boils off and it sometimes spills out of the container. This is because of the expansion. The particles, they gain energy and they move around. But as soon as the burner is turned off and the heat supply is cut, the expansion will be stopped and the milk begins to cool down. And what happens on cooling, the milk, it again comes back to its previous level. So in contraction, there is loss of energy and the movement of the particles is stopped. So that is why it is less in liquids but more than solids. In gases, the expansion and contraction is most because the intermolecular force is least and the intermolecular distance is the highest. Okay, so the example can be given is of the balloons. Now, we all, when the inflated balloons means the balloons that contains air. When they are kept in the bright sunlight for a long time, what happens? The air inside the balloons, it absorbs heat from the surroundings and it starts expanding. And as a result of which, what happens? The air inside the balloon, it starts expanding and the balloon bursts. Okay, but this as soon as this inflated balloon is kept in a bowl containing cold water, what happens? The gases that are present inside the balloon, the air that is present inside the balloon will contract. And as a result, what will happen? The balloon will shrink in size. So this is how the effect of heat on gases. So I hope you understood with these three examples that what is the effect of heat on the different states of matter. Now the expansion and contraction of the different states of matter are very much important, or they play a very important role in our day-to-day life also. Some of the examples which we are discussing here are, first of all, we all have seen blacksmiths making iron tools. So what they do, they heat the iron metal and so that becomes soft, and then they beat them to form the desirable shapes or different types of tools. The next example is, we have seen the wooden cart, the wooden wheels of the wooden cart. So now these the wheels of the wooden cart, they contain they have a metal ring also on the wooden cart. Now how these metal rims are fitted on these wooden carts. Okay, so now what happens when this metal ring is heated? It expands and then it is easily fitted into the on the wheel. Okay, now as after some time the metal, or after some time the metal cools, and what happens, it contracts and it's get tightly fitted into that cart wheel. So this is another example of expansion and contraction in our day-to-day life. Now all the railway tracks, they have, between the two tracks there is always a gap, because they during summers what happens, expansion takes place in those railway tracks. So what will happen, they will, if there is no gap is left between them, then what will happen, they will bend, expand and they'll bend, and as a result of which what will happen, accidents will occur. So to prevent accidents and to prevent the expansion during the hot weather, always certain gaps are left between the railway tracks. Okay, and then the last example is the tightly fitted metal lids of the bottles that we are using in our home, okay, like the jam bottles and all. So sometimes the metal lid, it is very tightly packed. So what can we do? We are not able to open it. So sometimes we pour some water over it, hot water over the lid, so that it is easily, the metal lid expands and it opens easily also. Or sometimes it is kept in the container that is filled with hot water, so that the metal lid will expand, and as a result it is easy for us to open. So that's all for today. I hope you understood well what is being taught today. If you have any problem, then you can ask me in the school app. I'm ready to help you, and I've provided the question answers, the link with this video lesson. So kindly complete your copies, and that's all for today. Stay safe, learn more. Have a nice day. Thank you.